Hey folks, I want to thank you for joining us on the show. We're here at Clarks Hill Lake on the border of South Carolina and Georgia. We're catching stripers and hybrids on topwater lures. It's a show you don't want to miss, so stay tuned. Hook that one on the whopper plopper. This feels like a little better fish. He might just be real spunky. Yeah, he's just spunky. Always fun to catch though. Folks, when the fish are hitting, when they're schooling out here, and you're catching them pretty good, I like to try a lot of different lures. It's just fun to see what all they'll bite, and gives you confidence later on in using those same lures. It's easy to get stuck in a rut of using the same lures when you're catching them, but there's nothing more fun than catching them on a big variety of lures. So what do y'all think? Is that a striper or a hybrid? What do y'all think? Leave me a comment. Tell me if you think that's a striper or a hybrid. There we go. There's another one. You want to be careful with these fish because they will put a hook in you. Hold on, buddy. And here on Clarks Hill, you're allowed to keep 10 fish per day. Combination of stripers and hybrids. I think only one can be greater than 26 inches. I'm not keeping anything today. I'm just out here having a good time, and boy, let me tell you, it is a good time. You hear that siren and you normally think the siren means something bad. That just means they're opening the gates to the dam, which is going to create a lot of current out here, and that's what these stripers really like. So it's always good to hear that when you're out here. Well, folks, that's the dam. The Lake Russell is on the other side of that, so we're in the tail race of that dam on Clarks Hill Lake. South Carolina's over there, Georgia's over there. It's part of the Savannah River chain, so the main river that runs through here is the Savannah River, and it's a great place to fish, especially for stripers and hybrids this time of year. This is the whopper plopper that I've been catching them on today. That's one of the smaller whopper ploppers. I think that's the 90, and that's the size of the bait fish out here right now. They might be a little slightly smaller than that. I'll put a link down below so you can check that out a little more closely. And this is the Bomber Badonkadonk surface walker that I've been using. It's a pretty small lure, and it's a walk the dog type lure, so it's been working pretty well for me. This looks a whole lot like the bait fish that are out here right now, and I'll put a link down below for that one too. But right now we're going to go to the Carolina Composites Catch of the Week. This episode's Carolina Composites Catch of the Week is Addie Galloway. The 6-year-old caught a nice catfish off the banks of Carr Lake. Congratulations to Addie, our Carolina Composites Catch of the Week. Man, that's a great feeling. Whopper plopper does it again. Oh yeah. The whopper plopper's been the king today. I've caught him on some other stuff, but man, this is really doing a job. Well, there's another one for you folks on the whopper plopper. These fish are a dime a dozen out here, these little cookie cutter sizes, but they're a blast to catch. They're good to eat too. I'm just fishing for fun today, so he's gonna go back, but stay tuned, we'll have some more for you. Hey folks, while we're out here on the water, Want to remind you it's deer season in a big part of the Carolinas. If it's not open in your part yet, it soon will be. And Gerald Murray, want to congratulate him for the big buck he killed. He entered our bag-a-buck contest with a big 12-point buck. That's a deer you need to check out. It's got a crazy looking rack on it. Just check us out at carolinasportsman.com and then hit the bag-a-buck contest button. You can enter your buck for free. The gallery is free to view, and when you enter, you are in for some monthly prizes as well as a grand prize, which is a 2-man, 2-day hunt for deer and hogs at Cherokee Run Hunting Lodge. And since it's deer season, I also want to remind you that it's tick season. And if you're in the Rock Hill, Charlotte area, you can run by Nichols Store, and they've got tons of tick repellents, stuff you can spray on your clothes to keep them off your clothes. And ticks in the Carolinas have a lot of terrible diseases, including alpha-gal disease, which is carried by the Lone Star tick, which is becoming more prevalent in the Carolinas. And it's a tick that you don't want to bite you. It'll make you allergic to any kind of meat products, as well as a lot of other symptoms. So check them out, Nichols Store in Rock Hill.
Shop online at nicholsstore.com.
Now let's get back to catching some fish. Oh, there's another one. That's on the badonkadonk. Oh, I was about to retie because I broke a hook. That last fish broke a hook on my whopper plopper, and then several hit around me, so I had the badonkadonk on this other reel. And luckily, I got it out there for him in time. I'll tell you what, folks, this is just more fun than a man should be allowed to have. This is really a blast. If y'all haven't been out here, you need to get out here. According to my buddy Captain Jason Wolf, who really showed me how to do this, him and his dad Richard Wolf, these fish will stick around sometimes till November. That's when the bait scatters. And when the bait scatters, that's when the fish scatter too. So it's still warm in the day, a little bit cool at night. And these fish, I'm pretty sure that's a striper there. I think that other one was a hybrid. But these fish are really chasing these bait balls up here on the dam. And like I say, you don't have to be right at the dam. You can be just within sight of it. I think these fish just go on a big lap over and over throughout the day. And you know, they'll come up to the top in school, and you just hit them with a lure, and sometimes you hit them, sometimes you don't. So anyway, that's another one of these Clarksville fish. Now, folks, that last fish I caught on the whopper plopper, he busted that hook right there. And my buddy Jason Wolf of Wolf's Guide Service, he said he changes out all his hooks on his lures that he brings here, and I see why. That's just the factory hook, and he just broke it clean off. I mean, I got the fish in the boat because he had both treble hooks on him. I think this treble hook was in him more than once, but now I'm gonna have to replace that hook for sure. So it's a good tip when you come out here, when you buy a fishing lure, check out the hooks. If they don't look like they're 3X or 4X hooks, you might want to change them out. And that's what I'm about to do. Actually, I'm about to change the whole lure out because I don't have any spare hooks with me. But I'm gonna go to the old standby head and spook. This is a knocking spook, Super Spook Junior, full of rattles. Hooks look a little bit stronger than that whopper plopper had on it, so see if we can catch a fish on it for you. Oh yeah. He doesn't know he's hooked, or he's swimming right to me. He's really small. That was a catch and release. Well, the battery went dead on my remote for my trolling motor, and one of the other anglers came over and he said, "Hey man, I see you're not using your trolling motor. There's something wrong." And I told him I had a dead battery in my remote. He said, "Man, I thought that's what it was." He said, "Because I saw you using it earlier and then playing with it, and then you weren't using it." He said, "I'm leaving, so let me give you the battery out of my remote." And he had a Minn Kota Riptide also, and he gave me a little button battery out of it, so I appreciate that. It's always good to have somebody looking out for you. See some activity over there. Oh, right behind us. Trying to get some stuff situated in there. Just attacking all around us. That wasn't me he hit. That was. And there we go. I swear, if this isn't the most fun you can have on the water. Well, these fish are truly vicious. That's not a big fish, but I tell you what, he hit it with ferocity. Ooh, that's so good. Oh, he got off. He got off. That's the way it goes. Folks, we're going to make this our last fish of the day. We've had a great time out here on Clark's Hill. We hope you have too. We've got a long ride ahead of us, but it's all right because we've got the first 8 episodes of the PG and Boatgirl Outdoor Podcast downloaded on our iPad, and we're going to listen to that on the way home. PG and Boatgirl are former hosts of Upstate Outdoors, and they decided to ditch the radio and go straight podcast. So check them out, PG and Boatgirl Outdoors Podcast. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you next time.